Hello, Sparrows. Hi, Sparrows. Welcome to the room. It is Wisdom Wednesday. And of course, I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. So come on into the room. Come on in. So glad to have you guys come in with me tonight. And hopefully, you've had a fabulous day, a fabulous week thus far. It is hump day. You've made it this far, so come on in. Come on in. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating birthdays today. And of course, you see it's Wisdom Wednesday, right? And when I have my girl talks, guys two conversations, it's everything on my platforms. All of my platforms are in association with how I became fabulous and a lady all the time. So come on in. Come on in. And tonight's topic is on love, acceptance, and transformation, right? Come on in. Let me see who's already popped into the room. Who is it? Hello, Jerica. Hi, come on in. Come on in. Roger, welcome. Come on in. It is a fabulous day. I'm excited. So many things are taking place, and when I tell you, I can't even share what I want to share with you right now. However, the time is definitely coming. Change is in the air, and love is in the air. It's that season of the year. Love and acceptance and all of these things. However, I just showed you how I became fabulous and the lady all the time. That's book one. However, I'm getting more and more excited about book number two. It's still how I became fabulous and the lady all the time. It's just volume two, Sparrow Unleashed. And today I put on a timeline, on my timeline, where I had three pictures, right? I have those three pictures that I circulated this morning. And I also put a quote. It's not about the pictures. The pictures are in reference of what I was referring, as in the transformation, the change, and all of those things. And you notice I cut my hair a few weeks ago. Anytime I cut Hollywood, because that's what I call my hair, when I cut her, it's so something major coming behind that. Something intense is coming behind that. However, the quote with those three pictures were, when you do all things in and out of love, change automatically takes place. And it does. It does. Change automatically takes place. And I am one who welcomes change. Not everybody does. However, me, on the other hand, I do. I embrace it because I know when I am in the midst of change, I'm going somewhere new. I'm going somewhere different. I'm becoming someone different. And that's pretty much been my stamp of who I am my entire life. So it's no reason to be at 50 and go ahead and start changing at this point. Not happening. No way, Jose. So, Shonda, welcome to the room. James, welcome in. So, of course, when I'm talking about love, acceptance, and transformation, when you love yourself, that means you accept yourself where you stand. You accept where you were before. You accept present right now, right? And you're excited about where you're going. That's what I'm talking about. Because we don't know authentically or within every day of where we're going. We don't always know. However, it is all the way fabulous. It's a mystery. I love mystery. I love challenge and embrace change. And when I say that, I embrace it as well as love it. Once upon a time, I recall not really caring too much for change because it was too much happening at one time. However, when it comes to book number two, in reality, it's acceptance of everything that's already taken place, which brings about joy of what's next, what's coming, and why I'm so excited about moving forward. And everything pretty much, I won't say remained the same. However, when the time came and this hair got cut, Hollywood got cut, that's when I really got excited because any time over my life, and you see when I put posts up, I intentionally put random pics of me from different times because in book number 2, it's going to be a space where I can share all of those growth pictures. That's why I look at them. That's why I post them that way because a picture, indeed, my gosh, it tells a story. Who are you at the time? What was happening in your life? All of that juiciness. It takes you on that road, that journey of memory. And gosh, sometimes I see pictures that not only that I have, but someone may send to me and I say, oh my gosh, I remember when I took this picture. Oh my gosh, this was happening in my life. Oh my goodness. How do you even bring this picture out? And Shonda, of course you're in the book. you I'm not talking from book 1 tonight, Shonda. I'm actually sharing information pertaining to book 2. It's pertaining to book 2 because it's a 3-part volume. It's a 3-part volume. And I'm so excited about it because it was love can put you in a space and you do things out of love, and then it can be a wonderful thing and then it can be a disappointing thing. And then there are so many layers when it comes to love. And it also reflects not how you love other people, but more so how do you love yourself. So, too, you're going to get a ton of juiciness, and I'm not going to give it all away. I just want to start building up momentum so you know what to look forward to with that. And I'm, pleasantly pleased with how everything is already coming together. And I'm so grateful that I did not go ahead and put that book out prior to now. I'm really grateful that I didn't because it would have been so much juiciness that would have been left out of it. It really would have been. So, good evening, Teresa. Thank you for dropping into the room tonight. And that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about Girl Talking Guys too. So, when I come in and I'm talking about that, because I don't isolate anyone, because when I'm talking about realities of life, things that's going on in my life, have gone on in my life, and I'm writing about it, it's definitely going to be key people that will appear in spaces of the book. It's all a part of the authenticity of it and bringing it to life. I'm having to remember some things. Amanda Robinson, welcome to the room. It's so many things that I'm going down that road of memory, and even some things that are taking place now. Some things that are taking place right here and right now, today, presently in my life, that's going to be included. It's going to be included in volume number 2. And of course, like I said, it's a 3-part series of memoirs. It really is. And things tend to take place in life when it comes to love, not just in my life, your life. And it's just like, oh my gosh, are you serious? This is happening in my life. It's so #Netflix. That's the only thing I can, say about that. But however, when you love yourself, you are being yourself. And while becoming you, you have to, without doubt, accept all parts of who you are. All parts of who you are. You have to accept. Sometimes I won't say easy. It's a challenge at times because there's some things I can't speak for you. However, I can speak for myself. There are some things I say, you know what? If I could have done without that, I wouldn't complain about it. I wouldn't complain at all. However, if that piece was eliminated from my life, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be. So I express gratitude for every single thing, good, bad, indifferent, and you will see the vulnerability. If you've read book 1, then you already know. I was so transparent in that, and it was necessary. It was healing for myself, and had no idea that my life could possibly evolve to what it has at this point in my life. So love, acceptance brings about transformation. We're going to transform. We are going to change. And when I said, according to my quote earlier, when I was saying change takes place automatically, it does. It does. And I will not change one iota of a thing. I wouldn't even pray to ask to change any part of my life. I really wouldn't. So I'm thrilled about what is coming to be. If you have any questions, that's kind of a sneak peek that you might want to know. I will share tad bits of it because it's not going to be what you possibly will be thinking it's going to be. Acceptance, even down to my name. The chapters are in reference to the letters of my name. I will give you that clue. And I think I may have mentioned that to you before because it's power behind names and self love and who you identify yourself to be, all of the I ams and things like that. You're going to see a lot. I've been actually giving clues for the past year. I've been giving clues as to what's going to be taking shape when it comes to the book. You may or may not have noticed it, but I have. And when I put in hashtag book two, take notice of those things. Take notice of that. It is so amazing. And not too many people are in the space of sharing their lives the way I have. And it wasn't something that I planned to do at all. However, it happened. And when it happened, I've always been one to write, love writing. And it's just now become a huge part of my life. And again, I'm grateful. For that. Val, welcome to the room. Nancy, welcome to the room. So we're talking on love, and I want to mention love of myself, love for yourself, and that self-care and love and what love means to you, your definition of what it is, not Webster. What does it look like to you? How has it transformed you? Do you give it away freely? Is it conditional or unconditional? Just some seed for thought to take and sip on it, because I'm all about that juice. Gulp it as long as you ingest it. It's all about growing, changing, transforming, and becoming who we were actually born to be. That's what I do as a conscious lifestyle strategist, and I couldn't be more grateful to do what I do, because it's always going to be current. It's going to be things that are happening in life now, right now, and remembering where you came from. You know me, Je me souviens. It's going to always be that hashtag remember. I remember, because our memories are foundations of destiny moving forward. Sometimes we have to go tap to our memory of bank of past in order to say, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for right now. And if you're anything like me, I say often, I'm so grateful that I've changed. I'm so grateful that I'm not that girl anymore. I'm so grateful for evolvement, because it's necessary. And it goes to acceptance. And it's so many people that I speak to often. I won't say every single day, but it's more than I'd like. Hi, Vanjie. It's more people than I'd like where I cross paths with them, and acceptance is really hard for them. Acceptance is extremely hard because of something that has happened that's embarrassing to them. Cash, what's up? What's going on, Trey? Thank you for dropping in. Welcome to the room. I tell you what, it's intense. The people that could be in your life that you see often, and they are having some issues with acceptance. Pay attention if there's been growth in their life, if they travel, if they do things different, if they are risk takers, things like that. Sometimes we become complacent in a space and we're not growing. And if we're not growing, we're stagnant. And when we're stagnant, we're stuck in the past. We're stuck right there. There's nothing that's encouraging us to move forward, to be excited about life, about something that can push us to greater, to be excited about. And whenever I personally take notice of those types of behaviors with people that I know, that I don't know, could be clients, I make sure that I reach out and do something intentional with them for that very reason. I believe in that no left behind situation. Not in my view, not me consciously knowing that. So when you can love you, because you're not going to love someone else as you love yourself, we are supposed to. Actually, for me, I'm going to love you greater. I love me. I put that self care out there, but I am one. My strength and my weakness is all the same thing. I care way too much. I care too much. That's the thing. And I say too much because it's to a fault that I'll do for somebody in a split second and not think twice about it. I just want everybody happy, healthy, in a great place, all of that juiciness. It comes out with my identity when it comes to book number 2. Letters of my name. That's going to be the juice, to use the letters of names and the meaning behind each letter. And it's really going to be deep rooted. So stay tuned for that because I'm excited. And I read it now. I go back and read some of the chapters. I'm like, oh my God, girl, that's you? You're talking about yourself? Oh, stop. I didn't even realize. Because when you're living your life, you don't usually stop and pause long enough to reflect over to where you give yourself kudos, places where you've grown, places that you're excited about, and even paying homage to places where you've been. Our walk is our footprint, it is our destiny because we're all going somewhere fabulous. Introduction to ourselves. And that's what's most important. There will be quite a few things that'll come from that book as well. That Sparrow Unleashed, honey. We have to let ourselves go sometimes, give ourselves permission to be ourselves, be free every day, because that's what life really is, living in freedom every day. And our stories, we each have one. Every morning we're blessed to awake. It's another chapter in our lives. It's another chapter. And each chapter can be your stage of presentation for transformation. That's what it's about. It's about that transformation. How are you changing? How are you growing? How are you flourishing in your life every single day? And it's a beautiful thing when you can write it down and then go back and reread what your truths are in life, no matter what they look like. No matter what they look like. Angel Wright, hi sis. Welcome to the room. Christine Williams, welcome in. So it's just a given when saying I'm thrilled about book number 2 and number 3. And then it's going to be a surprise of something as well when it comes into 2020. And I'm grateful to God for all that He does in my life every single day. And He don't do it just for me, He do it for you too. However, it's our choice to listen and be obedient and follow those instructions. So every morning I wake up, I'm over the top excited. And the first thing I do is say, oh my goodness, I'm still here. Lord, thank you. Oh, big brother, thank you. I'm here. Now, what are we doing today? That is my mantra. I wake up, what are we doing today? Because I can have my plans of things out there. However, by the end of the day, it never goes the way I think it's going to go. However, I've grown to know that I follow my winds. My wind is going to always take me someplace I've never been. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to speak with somebody I've never spoken to before because networking is everything. We're not going to have, even with a platform like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, doesn't matter the platform. When you have a plethora of people, and I sit back sometimes and I'm like, oh my gosh, over 5,000 people. Over 1,000 people following, nearly 5,000 itself with connections. That in one platform. I won't even bring in the numbers of total. If I add up the numbers, it's over 20,000 people. Do you know what you can do with networking with 20,000 people? And my goal and quest by the end of 2020, because that's going to be a task to do, is to touch each and every person that's on my friends list to see what was the attraction, what was it about me that made you want to connect, because that's a refresher for yourself. And when someone can share those things about you, because like I said, start with loving yourself. God first. Love yourself so much to know that there are going to be times within that love you're going to need to accept everything. Be vulnerable, transparent. And when you're transparent and you accept yourself, oh my goodness, that's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Because now you've allowed yourself, you've given yourself permission to live in pure freedom. Be in pure freedom. Understand that God has each of us on a quest. Understand what the quest is. When you're not certain, pray about it. Ask to be clear. God, please show me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. I feel it in my heart. I just don't know how to orchestrate it. Please guide me. And when He do, be ready for it. Don't hesitate. It's all about the action. Ask, pursue it, get it going. So that's what I mean when I'm telling you, love yourself, accept every part of you in order to transform and change. It's inevitable. We're going to change regardless if we want to or not. Either we're going to change in a positive way or we're going to change in a negative way. Light, dark. You make the option. It's all up to you how you go about it. That's the very reason I put that post up this morning with the quote that I have in book number 2. When you do all things in and out of love, change automatically takes place. And when change automatically takes place, you transform. I transform. We elevate. We evolve. We flourish in all the things that we're in alignment to do. That's why I get so excited about things. That's why I do what I do. Joanne. Oh, Joanne, you're saying your inspiration is so positive. Positive is everything. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. And you're saying that's your prayer every day. Ask God to lead and guide me. Yes, it's the answer to everything. And when we can do that, it is the most beautiful, beautiful thing in the world. And it's to the point of where when I come on, I want everyone to see what I'm talking about or feel what I'm expressing to you. It's only so much I can do on a camera. However, when I'm able to meet individuals face to face, and it's so much kind to be taking place this coming year in 2020 to where I'm taking this platform and I've got to take it live. There's no way I can possibly sit in a chair and talk to you. I want to be able to be in a live space to where these types of events can take place. And trust and believe, I'm navigating those things right now to come. And I have it under that hashtag excursion. So when you hear me talking about excursions, there's so many different pieces to it. And I'm excited about it. That's why I said change was coming in October. It is October. Thank you, Joe. It's just one of those things. I'm grateful that God chose me to do what I'm doing because what I'm doing is impossible for me to have done it on my own. Not feasible for me to orchestrate the things that are unveiling and having to be obedient, things that I'm having to let go of in order to set before you. Change takes place, and sometimes it is extremely drastic. When you have to give up your zip code, when you let things go, yeah, that you feel that you've worked so hard for, yeah, I kindly exchanged myself and what I feel I've worked so hard for in order to do the kingdom business I'm supposed to be doing. And you have to let go of things that you're conditioned to, things that you're used to having, to live humbly and to really, really serve the way you're supposed to serve. And I don't regret not one bit of it. I don't regret it because it's freed me up from a lot of things. It's allowed me to become someone I never thought in a million years I would become. And it's all due to the most horrific act or situation that's taken place in my life, and that's losing my kids. And losing my children has made it possible for me to become who I am. And we have our walk in lives. We just don't know how we're going to awaken to what that walk is, what our journeys are. However, I know what mine is. And it took me having the most horrific losses imaginable for anybody to become who I am in order to do what I'm doing. Because you can't possibly be or help someone or guide, be in place for anyone to help them when you sincerely can't resonate with what they're feeling. You haven't had the experience. And because of me having that feeling and knowing what that felt like, it makes it easy for me to do what I need to do in order to help other people and just be there for them. So that is what I'm talking about when I speak on love, acceptance, and transformation, and that quote. Because with those pictures today, you notice I had three different pictures, three different poses. That first one, all just like that one. And then I had the other one, like, that one. And, and then I had that last one that's all, like that. Because transformation is that in the beginning, we have that look. We have that look of like, I'm doing it, but I'm not quite sure about it. And then in the middle of it, because we've chosen to do it, in the middle of it, now we can smile. Now we see that glimmer of light on the other side. So when you can smile, when that light is shining through, you see the vision that's been given to you, that feature that God has really shown you. Oh, yeah, that's hot. That's what I'm telling you. And then that's a reason to smile. And then on the other side of that, when you see it happening, it's taking place. Transformation is taking place before your eyes. That's when you can really laugh out loud, like, oh my gosh, God, you have a sense of humor. Who knew? I'm quick to say, who knew? Who knew? He did. And I'm just grateful that I accepted the challenge. I accepted the journey. I accept everything, no matter what it looks like, no matter how hard it seems. Accept your call. Accept it. You will be so grateful that you did. And everything starts in love. It does. Love is the foundation to everything. And when you can do everything in and out of it, that's how it's easy to make that acceptance and transformation. It really is. And I know I may make it sound like it's easier than it is. However, make the choice. Just make the choice and see for yourself because your situation isn't going to be like mine. It's not at all. Frankie Sullivan, hi, welcome in. Tanya Huff, Washington, my bestie boo's in the room. So that's what I'm talking about. And, sometimes no matter what love looks like, I said to you earlier that it's different layers of it. And it's all about how much you give away. It always boomerang and come right back. That's why I don't have a problem with giving it away. That's why I don't have a problem with forgiveness. That's why I don't have a problem with letting things go because I'm so forward thinking, optimistic, and I see the good in everybody, even though most people will see something not so good. I study individuals, I study the people in my life, and I look for everything great that's within them. And that's what I hold on to when it comes to loving anybody. Those in my life, those that are new coming into my life, and even, onlookers, people that are in my life just in passing. It's always something of beauty that you can discover in individuals. That's why love is so profound. And when God can say, love unconditionally, that's a strive. That's something that we're all working toward every single day. So when I say at the end of every broadcast and every closure of things, love without conditions, always possess a positive attitude, and soar in all you do, I mean that from the depths of my heart, literally. And goal in life is living according to Galatians 5:22-23. Those 9 fruits, when we can master living those fruits, the first one's love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, mildness, self control, because sometimes we can blow up in the midst of moments and that can really disturb your chi. So, when you can control your emotions, control your feelings, you can walk and live in love, express joy, you're humble, you're kind and caring, compassionate to others. That's immense. It really is. And it's not something that is discovered overnight. Is something that takes place over time, and it's because of situations that happen in your life and your growth, how you're growing. We have to grow. We can't stay the same. It's not feasible. Please do not stay the same. So change and transformation necessary. It's a bit difficult to do until you accept everything. Everything. You can't leave anything out. You can't sculpt it to make it look beautiful or fabulous. As ugly as it is, embrace it. It's a transformation for you. Transition is everything. And everything starts with love. Who is love? God is love. He's the epitome of what love is. So it's a number of reasons why I put those 3 words up: love, acceptance, and transformation. I had to ask myself what love is. I had to accept a lot over the years, because you become, when things hurt you, you're changing, whether if it's good or not good. You changed in the midst of moments. It's your choice to change for the good. It's your choice to find the good in every situation, no matter how horrible it is. And like I said, it's not something that's going to be easy to do. So if you've read book 1, How I Became Fabulous and a Lady All the Time, if you've read this right here, if you've read it, you'd understand what I'm talking about, who I became after losing my kids. However, with the first, Nicholas, losing Nicholas really changed trajectory of my life. Every plan I had for my life did not take shape. I had a whole new different walk after that at 24 years old. And it's a lot of juiciness in there. Richard Randolph, Nisi Whitehead, thanks for coming in. It's so much of who I became in relationships, in my career, my spirituality, everything changed, altered. However, I chose my faith to get me through it all. And I'm so grateful that I chose that, and not drugs and not alcohol and, not being promiscuous and all of that. Because so many people, there are some who choose those other paths. I'm grateful I chose faith instead, because if it wasn't for that and the upbringing of my parents, my relationship with God, because I know you don't make mistakes, it would have been difficult to do. And acknowledging that fact, I am who I am because of it. So it's a lot behind that cover. It's a lot in between those pages in volume 1. However, volume 2 will be coming out in 2020. And I just don't have a problem anymore with sharing my life by me being transparent and what I'm talking about, who I am. I know that it's helping other people out there. That's why I don't mind doing what I do, or being, in this seat, or, having speaking engagements and going to different places and things like that, because I know somebody somewhere needs to hear what I'm having to say. And that's all that matters to me. So stay tuned to what's going on as far as TVM. And I say all these things because you see little notes where I say plant, a seed for thought. It's something that's going to provoke a conversation with yourself in this very moment. Whenever I put it out there, it's all double fold this very moment for you to assess yourself in the moment to see where you currently stand on that day, at that time. Where are you going in your life? What does it look like? Are you pleased with it? Is there anything you need to alter? I find great enjoyment in helping other people. And being a conscious lifestyle strategist, it gives me opportunity to do that. Being free to write books, being free to communicate with you. I'm doing what I was born to do, and I'm loving every second of it. I'm grateful for each of you for coming into the room tonight. I was hoping to possibly just chat for about 30 minutes and then get off, but I see I've kind of missed that mark. But what I will say is this: when it comes to girl talk, guys, too, I'm going to bring something different every single time. There's going to be some change that's taking place with the platform, and it's all because of the growth. It's all because of the individuals that are coming to me to come on to the platform, and I can't be more grateful for those that will be coming before you sooner than later. So going into 2020, it's going to be so much fun, and I'm grateful of all that's taking place. Starting with gratitude for all of you, and I appreciate you for saying what you did, Joanne Brown. You don't always have to comment. I'm grateful if you show up just by you dropping in. I'm grateful for that. However, do me a favor and say hi when you're in the room. I would love to know who's there. I see numbers of the amount of people who have come through. However, I don't know always until you leave a comment. Just say, "Hey girl, how you doing here?" You know. So thank you for every single time that you show up. Thank you for your likes, your loves, your shares. I just say thank you for that. And it's going to be some sneak peeks of things that I will be, disclosing closer to the release date, and some events that I'll be doing online. There will be a book release party. I haven't decided any of it yet. I'll know more once it's closer to being print. When I get that first draft back, then I can go ahead and seal the deal with where it's going to be engaging that. So I will put it out there. If you're interested in coming, you will have opportunity to do so, because the last book release party was so beyond my imagination. And this time is going to be much more grand. That I know. That I know. So, hi, Roger Radcliffe. So, that's all the juice I have for tonight. I've planted the seed for you to ponder when it comes to love, acceptance, and transformation. It's necessary to love, be love, share love in order to receive love, accept where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. And transformation is everything, because if it wasn't for change, we wouldn't have butterflies. Mm-mm. That metamorphism is real. And just take your mind there, from that cocoon to the worm to the butterfly, and put yourself in that space of where you are in your life. Are you still in the cocoon? Are you a worm? Or are you flying beautifully as the authentic and original, one of a kind butterfly? My sparrow. Where are you in your life's transformation? Are you on course? Do you need some guidance? If you need guidance, call me. It's so many things we can do to get you on path and on track. I'm thrilled about it. And you can find out how to schedule time with me on my The Valerie Miller page. That's my business page. Schedule some time. I look forward to chat with you. Okay? Tanya Washington says, love is not known until it's shown. You are 100% right. That's why I will give it away like nobody's business. So when I say what I'm about to say in closing of all of my broadcasts, love without conditions, always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. It's so much depth behind that quote. And I had to be maybe 19 or 20 years old when I wrote that quote out. And it's been like a mantra for me in my everyday since then. It had to be since then. So I choose love. I choose optimism. I choose to hug you when I see you. I choose to smile every day. I choose the grand things in life. Kevin Raddick, hi dear. I choose to be great. I choose to master being a good person, a genuine person. It's all about the choice. And again, when you do all things in and out of love, change automatically takes place. That's for real. And on that note, that's all the juice I have for you tonight when it comes to Wisdom Wednesday. Next week, we'll have a guest in the room. That's going to be a fabulous one. Yes, it's going to be fabulous. Erica Malachi will be in the room next week. So be sure to be live and in the space. I'll have some information on her throughout my timeline as well. Thelma Blackwell, hi Dollface. That's it, guys and gals, my beautiful sparrows. On that note, I'm going to say love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. This is all the juice I have for you tonight. Sip on it, gulp it. As long as you ingest it, that's all that matters. Be you and be fabulous no matter what. Your authenticity is yours and it's yours alone. Okay? Smooches for now. Have a great evening. Ciao, ciao.